It just might be one of the best ways to spend time together as a family that few families take advantage of. My next guest is here to recommend some great books you can read out loud together. Retired librarian Gene Nelson is joining me. Gene, congratulations on your retirement. You're a week in.
Thank you. Yeah, weekend.
How does it feel?
Oh, it's feeling pretty good.
Does it feel good?
Feeling pretty good. Slept in this morning.
Hey.
I know.
Those days you can turn off the alarm clock and not have to answer to the emails. That's a good day.
It's been great, but I sure miss it already.
Oh, you've made such a mark and such a legacy, and we're so glad we still get to tap into your passion and your love for reading, your expertise. I've heard of a lot of families reading together, and I have to think it's a challenge to find a book that appeals to different ages and stages of kids.
Sometimes impossible.
Yeah.
It really is. I brought a whole bunch of different age-appropriate type of books today, too. But, you know, I thought I'd just kind of mention, this is the Bible of Read Aloud. This is Jim Trulease's Read Aloud Handbook.
Okay.
I think his first edition came out in '79.
Oh, wow.
And so now he's turned it over to Cindy Georges, who is a real expert. But one of the things I really thought it would be very interesting for your viewers is in 1985, the Commission on Reading was created by the U.S. Department of Education. And after 2 years of studying thousands of research studies, they found this. The single most important activity for building the knowledge required for eventual success in reading is reading aloud to children. It's not worksheets, it's not flashcards. All those things can be helpful, but the most important thing is reading aloud.
I believe it.
And a lot of parents, we're so busy in today's world.
Sure.
It's hard to find the time, but it's not even necessarily, the research hasn't shown that, wow, you need to read aloud a half hour a day. They're saying at least 10 minutes a day. Just carve that out sometime in your life.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. And benefits for older kids too, maybe easier to get that 10 minutes in with the littles.
And that research says all the way through the grades.
Okay.
All the way. And when I'm reading aloud to teachers or parents and preaching the gospel of reading, they're mesmerized with a good book.
Well, right then, you pulled out a book and we all leaned in to listen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we love stories. All of us love stories. And so don't think because kids can read on their own now, that reading aloud is still not helpful for them.
I had a 7th grade English teacher, Mrs. Arnold, and she would read aloud to us every day, often for the whole hour. And we read The Outside. I mean, we read some great books, and I remember the whole class just being so excited for that time.
Right.
So,
and you can be lured in sometimes with a book that normally you as a 7th grader may not pick up and read. But you might find another type of reading path with a good read aloud. All
right, a few of your favorites. We Don't Eat Our Classmates.
Oh, this is a wonderful book. This is by Ryan Higgins. And it is all about Penelope. And Penelope is a little baby T-Rex, but she's going to school for the very first time, and she's scared to death. Who's her classmates going to be? And she arrives at school and finds all these children, no dinosaurs there, and so she comes in the classroom, and so she does what a T-Rex will do. So she ate them, because children are delicious. Penelope Rex, said Mrs. Noodleman, we don't eat our classmates. Please spit them out at once. So she did. And so we've got these kids that have got slobber and spit all over them because she's eaten all the, but she never really consumed these children. And so here's little Penelope trying to figure out how to fit into school.
How to fit
like every child tries to figure out.
Perfect for this time of year.
It's just hilarious.
All right.
And children really catch on.
The best. You can just hang on to it. Sure.
Okay,
sure. Either way. Skunk and Badger.
Skunk and Badger is an early chapter book. And it is perfect. This is an odd couple. You've got Badger, who's been living in this house for a long time. He's got everything exactly where he wants it. He has his routine, and then Skunk shows up at the doorstep with a letter saying that he's supposed to be living with Badger. Badger is not happy about this. His whole world is tipped upside down, topsy-turvy. And this is Amy Timberlake, a former Newbery Honor winner, and John Clausen, a Caldecott winner. The illustrations are great, and you know, one of the things I find with adults is that if they're not engaged with the book themselves, they're not going to have a lot of fun with children in their life. But, so a lot of authors are putting together a lot of great books that appeal to children, but there's some adult humor too.
There's that wit line.
That they'll catch on to,
All right, tell us about, quick line on Year of Billy Miller.
Year of Billy Miller, a Newbery Honor Award, Kevin Hankus. He also has done a lot of picture books, multiple. He won a Newbery Honor with this. He's won Caldecott Award, just a very talented man. And this is the story of Billy Miller. He's going into 2nd grade.
Okay.
So a couple of great going back to school books.
Yeah, totally.
And from the fly, he's worried about 2nd grade. He thinks bats are cool. His little sister is annoying. All those things that a lot of boys will.
Every 2nd grader's like,
And there's not many chapter books, and this is kind of a longer one.
Yeah.
But you can see the large text, a lot of space.
Yeah.
That will really build up the confidence of children as they read this one.
Okay, couple quick minutes. The Girl Who Drank the Moon.
Won the Newbery Award 2017.
Yeah.
I was on the committee with this. It's a great read aloud, rich language. It's more of a mature book for those 5th, 6th, 7th graders.
Okay.
But they will go for it. A lot of magic, a lot of challenges for this young girl.
Good.
Favorite book.
Honeybee. Those illustrations look grabby.
And you know, I've been thinking a lot lately. Usually I come and review books that are fiction. But you know, there's a whole bunch of kids that don't want fiction. They want to know about the real things in life.
Their brain attracts to more literal storytelling.
And this is Candace Fleming who wrote it, and her husband Eric who did the illustrations. Beautiful illustrations.
Oh, wow.
And it's this narrative about the life of a honeybee.
Okay.
A full day from her birth to her death.
Okay.
And honeybees don't live very long.
Yeah.
And they always include a lot of rich information at the end of the book to kind of get people excited about that. And children love that book.
30 quick seconds. Tell us about Farmhouse.
Just coming out. It's not even out in the bookstores yet.
Oh, wow.
Still smells new.
I love that good smell.
Coming out next month, Sophie Blackall, 2-time Caldecott Award winner.
Okay.
This is her newest one. She and her husband have discovered an old farmhouse in upstate New York.
Oh, look at that.
That they have now remodeled it and turned it into a retreat for authors and illustrators.
Oh, wow.
And Sophie wrote about the history, about the family that used to live there.
Wow.
And of course, Sophie had this great cover, but when you take the cover off,
oh, look at that.
You have a dissection of the book of the house itself.
Do it again. We see the front of the house.
Front of the house.
And then we take it off, and there's the inside.
And
I love that.
The back cover does the same thing, too.
Cute. Very
so
cute.
this one's coming out. Just want to kind of tease and whet some appetites.
Yes.
It's a great one. And right now, a lot of people are saying she's got Caldecott written all over this one.
Well,
see what happens.
Thanks for the heads up on that, Gene, and thank you for the
You're
list.
very welcome. My pleasure.
We'll post these great read-alouds, family read-alouds, on our website, studio5.ksl.com, and we'll be right back.